Welcome back, everyone. Jeff Farnham joins us now. Jeff, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too, Bill.
Past 2 weeks, we've been talking about, on Mortgage Minute, we've been talking about the fact that people use all kinds of excuses for not buying a house. I mean, like, for instance, one of them was that they don't think they have a credit score, so they don't think they can finance a house, which, of course, you proved to us that that's a misconception that a lot of people have.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people think that maybe they don't have good enough credit or their credit score is not high enough. We talked about that last week. You know, one of the other things we see, a lot of people think they don't have any credit history, and a lot of times people have more credit history than they actually think they do have. People sometimes misinterpret not having a credit card means they don't have any credit history. So one of the barriers we see and things we hear from people is, well, I never thought I had enough credit to come in and try to buy. We see this a lot with young people, college graduates, those kind of things. We see it even with people middle-aged that have never bought, have rented all their life, but because they just don't think they're where they need to be. But building a credit profile and managing that is really not that hard to do if you take a couple of steps and put some good things in place. For example, a lot of people, we see a lot of people that want to pay cash for everything, and they don't have a credit card, and they think, well, I just don't want that. Mom, Dad taught me that. Well, credit scores put a lot of weight on how well somebody manages a revolving credit card. So when used properly, it can be a really good tool to help you with your credit score and building a credit profile up. So it doesn't take a lot to do. You know, sometimes we can use what's called non-traditional credit if you don't have traditional credit, maybe your rental history, maybe utility bills, those kind of things. So in some cases, we can actually build a credit profile. So one of the things, before you just assume you don't have enough credit, call us, let us check your credit and see what is there, and then maybe give you some advice on what you need to do.
And even little things like you mentioned off-air, the Netflix account, something like that. Can you?
Yeah, I mean, anything that you have a history of paying, it could be a Netflix account, it could be a cell phone account, something like that. Anything like that can sometimes be used to help build a credit profile for you. So yeah, a lot of times people have more credit than they actually think they do.
And then you get the people that you rent from to turn that in to the credit.
Yeah, they'll report to the credit bureaus and agencies how you pay your rental history. That can also help. Again, but it doesn't take much. Just little things can make a big difference. Yeah. You
can see how some people might think that they don't have any credit at all because they don't have a credit card, but that, as you said, that's just not the case. And besides, it's not always a bad thing to have a credit card if you use it right.
Yeah, if you use it right. And that's what we've seen with over the years with credit being so free and easy, if you will, that people would get credit cards and they'd mismanage them. They'd run a high balance up, pay minimum payments, those kind of things. So, but if you use the card for what it's intended to be and keep your balances low, pay it on time, and do those things, it really will bolster your credit score very quickly.
The key is probably to pay it off in full each month.
Yeah, if you can, absolutely. Yeah. That's the trick, yeah.
All right. That's good information. Let's remind everybody that if they missed last week's show or want to share this week's with someone else, they can go to JTS's company's Facebook page.
Yep.
Or you can always go to their website, jts-co.com, or you can call them at 329-9090. Next week, week 5, we'll have I haven't been at my job long enough.
Right, job stability, yeah, absolutely.
Certainly not the case for me here. All right, we'll take a break, come back with more in just a moment. Don't go away.